I'm Alvin. I'm my mom's only son. My dad left us when I was 4. They were identical twins. Kiss me! Kiss us now! I see you've met your new stepsisters.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing tonight? My name is Wonder. So phenomenal to see you. So tonight's one of those nights you have where you just come home from work, you're really tired, and you're like, man, I'm gonna make some food. And halfway through making the food, you lose your appetite. And you're like, well, what a time. So as many of you may be familiar, there's this horrible site of the platform known as animated story channels. And it's of like middle schoolers who got picked on and bullied by like just like football captain, you know. It's like if they sat down and wrote a fan fiction of them essentially being like a Marvel Avenger billionaire guy. It's some of the worst writing I've ever seen in my life, yet somehow there are so many people dedicated to a team making such a pungent reality come to life, and I can't decide whether to be fascinated or disturbed. So today we're gonna watch something called My Crazy Mom Adopted 2 Foreign Students. Sounds like it came from something of a little particular website. As you can already tell from the thumbnail, this is some stuff that a couple oh my goodness, kind of people are gonna be into. But I thought we'd try to put on the lens of a degenerate and maybe see if there's anything worthwhile in such an episode. So without further ado, let's hop right in. But before we do, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you enjoy what you see, and let's get right into it.
I'm Alvin. I'm my mom's only son. My dad left us. She always told me he was just out to get milk. Never occurred to me that going to the store to get milk shouldn't take years.
Man, 15 seconds in and I'm already wowed by how trash the writing is. Oh, my dad went to go get milk. Wow, what a unique plotline. Never been done before in the course of human history. I feel like I just opened up something so fresh and so new. Truly blessed to have found this video.
I started streaming games a couple years ago. I wanted to be like those cool guys on WooTube and Switch who have millions of subscribers. One of my classmates found my channel. It was Dirk, and he was no big fan of mine. He made that clear enough when he spammed me with comments about how I was a desperate loser nerd who had no life.
Oh, that silly old Dirk really going out of his way to expose you as a streamer. It's such a cringy story. Like, I feel like a Discord moderator who's like, the only warmth he ever felt from another woman was from his own birth. It's sincerely like uncomfortable. Like, oh yeah, my mom was just an artist and we had a multi-million-dollar mansion and she gave me 2 gaming setups and I was a streamer, and Dirk, that stupid guy who flirted with my e-girl, he really got in the way, really made my life a living hell. I feel like the armpit sweat coming off the person who wrote this, and it smells of Mountain Dew and melancholy.
When people shouted loser at me, I just looked down at my shoes. Maybe I was a loser. Dirk was my opposite. He was extremely popular. He had girls hanging off him like monkeys on a banana tree. And as the basketball captain, he was dating pretty much the whole cheerleading squad at one point. He was cheating on all of them. I think they all knew, and they didn't mind.
I mean, I wouldn't mind. I mean, anything just to get a little slice of that Dirk. Anything just to hop on that ride. I don't care if I gotta wait in line like a midnight release, as long as I just get a little teensy-weensy bit of that Dirk. He's captain of the football team, baby. That's something you don't really see too often.
Mom just up and disappeared. I had no money. Food was running out, and I was late to pay my school fees. And the only place that was hiring was the restaurant that Dirk's mom owned. Dirk's mom was a nightmare, just like her son. One night, while I was preparing to close up by taking the garbage out back, I heard footsteps coming down the alley. Help! Help! You have to help me! Help me! My heart began to race, cause she was the most beautiful girl I'd ever seen. I thought I was seeing double, and then I realized they were identical twins. Kiss me! Kiss us now! I had no time to think. Both girls had me in their arms before I could even answer, and both pairs of lips met mine.
I really want to know who writes these things. Plus, they don't even really do a good job of animating. Like, what the f is going on here with the eye? That's creepy as shit. They just kind of gave up. They're like, whatever, don't worry.
Aw, girls, there you are. Alvin, sweetheart, what are you doing out here so late? No wonder I couldn't find you at home. I see you've met your new stepsisters, Julia and Daphne. We're great kissers. A tall man wearing a cowboy hat appeared from the street. This is Jim, my new husband.
What the f? Tall man wearing a cowboy hat emerged from the street, not wearing a cowboy hat.
Jim and I wanted girls, and I didn't want to go through the whole pregnancy thing again, so we decided we'd adopt the twins. You adopted girls that are older than me?
Monkey, you adopted 2 female stepsisters?
Dog, who writes this? Like,
You adopted me 2 really attractive stepsisters who just love to make out with me. Oh my god, it's so enticing.
hey mom, good to see you after abandoning me for months. I had to literally go get like a job to keep the lights on because I had no sort of clue, note, or letter as to where the hell you went. Also, why is there no concern that like, yeah, my 2 stepdaughters were just making out with my son and we're all gonna go live under the same roof?
As soon as we got home, the twins took me aside and took photos with me. They posted a snap with the caption, #futurehusband. And seconds after they did, I got at least 200 notifications. That was how I found out that Daphne and Julia were famous influencers. All of the twins' fans became my fan, and they started hounding me in public, snapping pics of me and saying how they wish they could date me.
No effort in my streaming. 2 famous hot influencers. Oh, they love me so much. Oh, all these beautiful women, they found me in public and they all wanted to be with me. They were like, oh, he's so Alvin, he's so cool. They're looking like a default me character. Oh, but he's such a baddie.
It just so happened that during one of those instances, Dirk was walking past. He laughed out loud. Am I hearing this right, or have I gone nuts?
Yeah, am I hearing this right, or have I gone nuts? Yeah, you really put your heart and soul into that voice acting there. It really takes the cake. Felt like I was right there. Felt like Dirk was in the same room as me. Wow, what a performance.
You have some explaining to do. You walked out on your shift. Mom's been looking for you for days. Oh, and here's my homework. Do it for me. And if I don't? Well, then I'll get you fired, of course. Who cares? All right, let's play ball. You and me. If I win, you do whatever I say. And if I win, I get to be basketball captain. And you sell me your pizza joint for $1. Before Dirk could even see what was happening, I swatted the ball out of his hands, dribbled it, and faded away as I let the ball fly. And swoosh, nothing but net. The girls erupted with applause. My twin fiancés came running and peppered my cheeks with kisses. Guess you should never judge a book by its cover. Oh, these are my future wives, by the way. I'll expect the deed to your pizza joint by tomorrow, and if you don't make good on your promise, I'll have to sue.
Ah, that is such painful writing. That is agony. Yeah,
I just slam dunked on you. Yeah, I just absolutely freaking finessed you. Every girl is clapping right now, Dirk. By the way, these are my wives. They're my 2 hot anime wives. Give me a pizza, by the way. They got that on video.
This is humiliating. Like, if I was the voice actor for this, man, I think if I got down the screen, I don't care the price, man. No way I'm slapping my name on those lines. Also, what legal binding would you have? Like, if you don't make good on that pinky promise we made in the parking lot, I'm gonna have to sue. I had to take this one up to the big leagues, to the Supreme Court. Really make it, you wouldn't want this to be a media sensation now, would you? Be wise here, Dirk.
I bought Dirk's pizza place for $1. Dirk had to work for me so his family wouldn't starve. Dirk quit being the basketball captain, and I replaced him. The cheerleader squad broke up with Dirk, and now they were begging for me to date them. In our last game, a talent scout approached me, and I was given amazing news. They wanted to draft me in the NBA. The day I got drafted, Daphne, Julia, and I got married.
Yeah, I got married to my 2 anime wives after getting into the fucking NBA, and then we went and we ate a soggy pizza after a beautiful forest first reception. And it was so romantic and totally happened. Please believe me. Thank you and good night.
Well, I gotta be honest, somewhere out there is a man curled up in his basement crying his eyes out. I just want to personally thank you for writing this video, as it really entertained me.